the green flag here coming off of turn number 4. So Manny Diaz and Jared Roy in the front row as they come into the restart box in turns 3 and 4. The double greens are in the air. And the late model feature is underway, and it is the one of Jared Roy gets the initial jump, leads the charge, down into 1 and 2, but look at Brian Tagg, throw it in down low, they'll go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway.
Tagg, a winner earlier this season here at Thompson in the late model division, hanging tough down there on the inside. They are side by side.
Across the stripe, back
from
down.
Second on back, yeah.
Down into 1 and 2 they go, and it is Tagg out front, but here comes Jake Johnson right up to the back bumper of your leader, down into 3 and 4, dives down to the inside lane there, battle for the top spot as they come off of turn number 4. Your champ trying to get a run back to the top of the field.
It is tight down there into turn 1. Tagg on the outside, Jake Johnson on the inside. Trouble for Brody Monahan, stacks him up and trying to get back to speed on the backstretch, and totally held up the number 1 over there.
Yeah,
has trouble
Monahan.
for the 31, yeah.
Monahan's got a problem, and that red and white number 31 is going to come to a halt up there in turn number 3, and it's going to draw the caution here with 3 laps complete. Underway in the late model division. Jake Johnson trying to wrap up the season with a win and a championship. He's got a tough task ahead of him right now as they come into the restart zone in 3 and 4. Green flag goes in the air. Johnson's gone at the top.
Yeah, rockets to the lead. Meanwhile, Brian Tagg trying to get in there and protect the second spot from Jacob Burns. Burns in the white number 91. Tried to make a move under Tagg, and that didn't happen as he moved right in behind Jake Johnson to hold on to the second. Fourth, and Mark Jennison on the move in the number 22. Here they come. Green flag.
Green is back out, and the inside lane gets the jump. Jake Johnson. Whoa, he and Tagg almost got together there in the front straightaway. That was almost ugly as they came back down into 1 and 2, but Johnson gets away cleanly out front. Tagg second, battle side by side for third. Jake Johnson on the inside of Corey DiMatteo.
Yeah, that's a great race as they're doubled up for third and for fifth right behind them. Everybody looking for some running room down there. Jennison and DiMatteo duking it out off the second turn and down the backstretch side by side. Johnson has checked out in front. Jake Johnson in that number 91. Big comfortable lead. Brian Tagg second, and right behind him is that 2-car battle for third. Burns in the 91, DiMatteo in the 6, and then right behind him is Mark Jennison.
Yeah, Jennison watching over that, trying to get a run deeper in the field. Lewinsky won our last late model races, going at it with Jake Johnson a little, Patrick Emmerling a little bit. The Jake Johnson backup machine, as they go down into 3 and 4. They're racing for the 7th and 8th position. That battle for third, though, Pete, continues to be hot. Jacob Burns and Corey DiMatteo going at it there.
Yeah, lap after lap, side by side, making it work. Now, Burns has cleared Matteo. DiMatteo right there on the back bumper of Burns, and now he's got to contend with Mark Jennison. Jennison works the inside and takes the spot away.
Into 1 and 2 they go, and Jennison up to fourth, now going after Burns for third as they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 one more time. Jennison's quick, been quick all day, now trying to mount a charge to get to the top 3. They are all needing to mount a charge, though, Pete, if they want anything to do with Jake Johnson, who has just rolled away from the pack in that number 91 once again here tonight.
Yeah, it's as reminiscent of what we saw with Ryan Lynham in the open street stock race, the way he just marched away from the rest of the field. Jake Johnson is doing the same thing. Brian Tagg comfortable right now in second spot. He's got a couple of lengths between himself and Jacob Burns. And then Mark Jennison in third. They're on the fourth spot in the 22.
To 3 and 4 they come one more time. Next time by will be halfway. 12 laps are complete that time across. Jake Johnson continuing to lead. Battle for second. Not yet. Brian Tagg's got it by 2 car lengths over Burns. Jennison fourth. DiMatteo fifth. Then it's Souza and Emmerling and Lewinsky right there behind them. Halfway, Pete. 13 down, 12 to go.
It's still pretty tight from second on back, as they're all running together. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Then you go a few car lengths back to Connor Souza. And they're tight 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah, that battle for third was heating up between Jennison and Burns, but Jennison slid a little bit, has slid back, and now Burns is all over the back bumper of Brian Tagg, and it looks like they're going to go at it for second here with 10 laps to go. Some good racing, Pete, here in this battle from second on back. While Jake Johnson drives away from them, they are hotly contested. Second, third, fourth, nose to tail, and some others behind them are right together as well.
Yep, Brian Tagg continues to lead the freight train. They are not gaining at all on our leader, Jake Johnson. He just continues to drive away. But it's hot from second on back. Here's Burns with a peek to the outside of Brian Tagg. Going to try and pull up alongside, do it the hard way up on the outside. Tagg trying to hang tough down on the inside, but Burns gets a great run out of turn 4.
Yeah.
And finally picks up the spot.
Burns kind of snuck up on him, took a look to the outside coming off turn 2, had the right lane, and drives right by him into the number 2 spot. So now Tagg back to third. Jennison's now closed back in, looking for third on Tagg as they come into 3 and 4. And that number 22 trying to do the same thing, trying to go around the outside, got loose again, had to settle in. Behind them, Lewinsky and Patrick Emmerling beginning their battle again for the 7th spot. With 6 laps to go, this time by for your champ, Jake Johnson.
6 to go. Burns now into a comfortable second place. Tagg still feeling the heat from Mark Jennison. This time Jennison takes a peek to the inside. That is the race for third. Tagg is able to pull him down the straightaway, and then Jennison able to close back in going through the turns.
Five to go for Jake Johnson in the Hartwell Motorsports 91, trying to end the year with a championship and a win at the World Series. He's in good spot to do it right now as they come down at the 3 and 4.
Dominant car is almost a straightaway out in front of the other number 91, Jacob Burns, all by himself. Brian Tagg can breathe a little bit now as there's a car length and a half, call it 2 car lengths between himself and Mark Jennison. Meanwhile, Corey Matteo coming up on Mark Jennison. Jennison getting a little loose out of the turn, and Matteo, meanwhile, 3 cars right behind that, all in a battle.
Yeah, 3 wide there between Lewinsky, Souza, and Emmerling. And they get out of it double file as they come down the back straightaway. 2 to go this time, Pete, for Jake Johnson as he comes across the stripe.
Yeah, 2 laps left. Jake Johnson can pretty much coast home from here. He's got that Hartwell Motorsports number 91 wound up. Jacob Burns all by himself in second. Brian Tagg with a comfortable third. Then fourth belongs to Mark Jennison. And it's tight from 4th on back as they go under the white flag, less than a lap to go.
Yeah, Lewinsky's really come on here in the final couple laps. He was running 9th. He's up to 6th now. He's going after DiMatteo to try to get in the top 5 as Jake Johnson is coming to the checkered.
Yeah, here he comes across the stripe, and he wins it. No problem. Jacob Burns for 2nd. Brian Tagg 3rd. Mark Jennison holds on to 4th. Matt Lewinsky Lowe finishes 5th. Corey DiMatteo 6th. Connor Souza will be 7th. Patrick Emmerling finishes in 8th. Jared Roy 9th.
Man, this thing is so dominant. Ever since you guys brought this thing out in the summer, it turns good. It's got great forward drive. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the Hartwell Motorsports crew and they just did a great job with this car. They really took their time putting it together, and it's truly something special. And to win the championship for these guys means the world, and all our great sponsors. I know Katie's is over here too, and it just means a lot. These guys, a great group of guys, and I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. So just an honor to be here.